Well, let's hope this year doesn't f us up the ass like it did last year. I can't leave that in. Hello and welcome to 2022. I know, how did we get here? I barely did. Yet another year that may be considered a throwaway, may be considered hell, but it's okay. We're here, it's a new year. I know this year it's felt kind of weird. I personally didn't really feel like it was New Year's. It also didn't really feel like it was Christmas, but that's okay. We use this time to refresh, to restart, and to make goals. So you may have seen one of my previous videos, sort of like mid-year, where I looked over the resolutions that I made for last year. So I thought it was only appropriate to make some new resolutions this year, and we're going to take a little look back to the ones that I made for myself mid-year, which weren't a lot. It was sort of just ticking off the ones I hadn't already ticked off and then adding, I think, maybe one or two more. If you're new to my channel, this isn't really the kind of content that I focus on primarily. This is just sort of like a, I don't know, it's something that I'm interested in. It's something that if I make a video about it, it's going to keep me accountable, and therefore you are keeping me accountable. We're keeping each other accountable. It helps us all. So let's get right into it. I pretty much ticked off all the resolutions that I had for last year, which is unheard of. Amazing. Mind you, when I talk about resolutions, I really try to focus on things that aren't straight to the point. Just for example, a stereotypical one, I will lose weight. It's not like that. It's sort of like, I will try to gain a healthier, more fit lifestyle or something like that. You'll see what I mean. So the only ones that I didn't really achieve last year was create a schedule, which I will be adding to this year's one. Just last year got a bit crazy. It was a bit all over the place. We couldn't really help it. The other one, which again, couldn't really help, probably wasn't the best idea, was moving out. I'm undecided as to whether or not I want to add this year because that resolution really hit me hard when I didn't achieve it. It's something that I've always wanted. Again, refer back to the last video. I probably speak all about how much I want to move out. So yes, didn't achieve that this year. Not sure if I'm gonna put it as a resolution again, just to not let my hopes down. I'm sort of just gonna like, oh my god, the fucking hair tie, I swear to god, every single video. So yes, not gonna put on, one, to not disappoint myself, and two, to more like go with the flow, which will lead us into our other resolutions. And one of the resolutions that I made mid-year was to hit 100 subscribers. And if you're watching this right now, you would know that we have gone double that, which is insane. So I just want to take a moment in this video to thank you so much for all your support, subscribing, liking, viewing, sharing, every single one of you that is subscribed and watch me. I appreciate you so much. I really care so much about YouTube and content creation, and I can't believe the support, clearly. Like, I was worried I wasn't even gonna make it to 100, and here we are sitting over 200. So to start off the resolutions, I am aiming this year to hit 1,000. I know, crazy. I was gonna go for 500, but I was like, you know what? I wanted to get to 100 last year and I got 200, which is double. So if I want to get to 500, let's aim for 1,000. I think we can do it. But even if I hit close to that goal, I will be more than happy. So yes, first resolution of 2022 will be hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Next up on my resolution list, I've got it right here on my diary, front page, so that I'm reminded by it, I see it constantly, which is a tip if you're making resolutions, put it somewhere where you're gonna see it all the time. Number one, read more books. I am really picky with my books, and I literally have one author that I know of that I like, and I just stick to her and I just wait for her to publish more books, and she doesn't publish frequently enough for me to read constantly. So not her fault, she makes amazing books. Girl, take your time. But I borrowed a book from the local library in Tasmania when I was visiting over there this New Year's, and was just reminded of how much I actually do enjoy reading, especially when I find one that I like. Again, really difficult for me to find a book I like. So I actually have a membership to the local library here. I know I'm gonna bully me. Don't bully me. Don't bully anyone. But I want to try and find more authors that I like to read and just read more. It helps me get off screen time. It educates me. It keeps my brain working, and I just enjoy it. Number two, which is kind of coming off one of the resolutions I didn't achieve last year, and that is make a morning routine. And I know that this won't be consistent all the time. I'm keeping an open mind about that, but I want to be better about getting up, moving my body in some way, whether that's a stretch, a walk, a workout, before I go to work, because I'm getting in a bad habit where I like to relax before work, and that is just sitting in my bed, watching YouTube, going on my phone, and then jumping out of bed and running to work because I'm late and I've lost track of time. So I just want to be better and more mindful about how I spend my morning, just to better myself, because I know for a fact when I come home from work, I can't be bothered doing anything physical like going for a walk or doing a workout. So I just don't. Number 3, do more things that make me happy. This is including baking and cooking. I freaking love it. It's like my meditation time, and I just don't really make time for it anymore. So we'll definitely be doing that. And other simple things like going to the beach more often, or giving myself a pamper night. Things that I always intend to do but never get around to doing, and just sort of like push it away, even though I know it's gonna make me happy. Just small things that will boost my mood. Number 4, I don't like this hand thing anymore. We're gonna stop that. Number 4, I want to take more trips. I want to make more memories. I feel like I talk about so many memories from when I was in high school and seeing my friends every day and going on school trips, and I feel like I'm not making enough memories in my early 20s, which again, the whole world's sort of been shut down, so it's kind of been hard. But I want to make more of an effort to put myself in positions that are gonna give me memories and that I'm gonna enjoy, and explore new places. So I'm really gonna make an effort to leave, get out of my daily routine and explore. Number 5, take more photos with friends. If you remember from last year's resolutions, one of my goals was to take more photos. And that was just in general, but like mostly of myself, because I found that I didn't have a lot of photos to look back on to see like what I used to look like, what I used to wear, and sort of just take a trip down memory lane. And I accomplished that last year, taking more photos of myself, but I've found that I take less photos of my friends. So this year I'm gonna make more of an effort to take photos with my friends and capture more of those memories, so I can look at a photo and go, oh my god, remember that trip, remember that time when we laughed about this or this happened. So it's kind of like going along with the whole take a trip thing. And also I love my friends, so I would love to have photos with them and be able to share those memories with each other. It's a simple thing, but I know that in the long run I'll really appreciate it. I've lost track of what number we're up to, so this number, feel healthy and strong again. In the last few months or so, I got really busy with work. I went through some pretty horrible things. I was really struggling with just sadness. We were just hit with a lot of bad things happening, which have carried on to this year, but I've had time to process. And because of all of that happening, I just wasn't making time for my health or fitness. I wasn't going to the gym, and I just wasn't making the time to eat healthy. And then obviously I was away, and when you're on holiday, you don't eat very well. You're not in your normal environment. It was Christmas time, so it's a very normal thing to go through, but I really want to get back into a better routine to just better myself, especially with all this sickness going around. I really want to keep my immune system up. So for a multiple of reasons, it's not for like a body image thing. I really don't give a shit what my body looks like. I don't give a shit what your body looks like. As long as we're healthy and happy, that is all I care about. So I just want to feel good again. And last but not least, the final goal. And this has really come from me reflecting on the last 2 years, which, by the way, really hard to reflect on the last 2 years. Like, it's kind of a blur at this point. So yes, final goal of the year is to embrace things not going to plan and be willing to be spontaneous. I don't know if this is a recent thing or something that I've always struggled with, but I found in the last 2 years that I really struggle with accepting things not going to plan. And with what's been happening over the last couple of years, literally every single plan I have made has not gone ahead. And it irks me. I don't know if that's the right word, but it just infuriates me that things that I'm looking forward to just don't go to plan. And I'm sick of being angry. I'm sick of being upset about things not going to plan, because it was either not meant to be, or we can just do it another time. There's still so much time, even though we feel like we're losing a lot. So I want to be better about accepting things not going to plan and just going with the flow. And I feel like I'm a pretty chill person, but I just want to be more open and accepting to just life throwing things at me, because no matter how we feel about it, life is going to continue throwing things at us, whether it's good or bad. And I've just gotten to the point where I'm sort of like, it's going to push me in the right place. I thought I was going to complete a 3-year degree last year, and I thought I was going to move out, and none of that has happened. And that's okay, because not continuing with my degree has brought me to doing this. Something that I've always wanted to do and that I never knew I would be so passionate about and love so much and apparently be good at. And it's finally something that I don't doubt myself in. I feel like everything that I've ever tried to do or anything that I ever thought that I could be good at, I've constantly compared myself and I've constantly doubted myself. And not for a second have I doubted myself while doing this. And with being more spontaneous and letting things just happen, I feel like I don't give myself a second to worry or doubt or think about what could go wrong. And I'm really excited for that. So to end this video, I want to say, if you haven't got resolutions, that's totally fine. I get it. I, for the longest time, did not go with resolutions because anytime I made them, I would never complete them and it would just put me down. And then I'd start the year off crap. But I will say, if you want to make a resolution, if you want goals, if you want to achieve something, just think about how you word it. I could have said, don't worry, don't stress, but that's impossible. You're going to worry about things, you're going to stress about things. That's just how it goes. But if you say you're going to embrace something, if you're going to say you're going to learn to accept something, it's not a cheat way of saying it, but it's sort of letting you understand that it's okay for it to not go exactly as you want. I hope I've worded that right. I guess that's all I have to say. If you enjoyed these videos, please let me know, and let me know if you want a mid-year check-in like I did last year. I actually really personally enjoy that, and I really think it helps you with your goals and resolutions. Also, comment down below what your resolutions are. Maybe I need to add some to mine. Maybe you're going to take some of my resolutions. I would love to hear them all. Make sure to like and subscribe. Let's get to that 1,000 subscribers. And that's it.